Alright, I'm back. And now less crashed. Sorry about that. Combination of New Vegas crashing and OBS crashing. In fact, it's probably New Vegas crashing that made OBS crash. Thankfully, autosaves. Unfortunately, the way streaming on YouTube works means I had to just do another copy of the live stream. But either way, I'm back.
Unauthorized facial pattern.
I'll give it a second before I go too crazy for SpongeBob to get back here. In the meantime, alright. Equip and unequip and re-equip the gun so it actually reloads properly. HP is full for once. I might just do a quick little community post saying stream is back up. Alright. I had never noticed that before.
How may I serve you, master?
Anyways, no more just standing around. Also, I'm pretty sure I went way the wrong direction. Yeah, I was supposed to be going west, not east. Yep, fixed it. Unfortunately, due to how YouTube streams work, kind of just had to relaunch it as a different stream, but yeah. New Vegas crashed and took OBS with it, so both were able to recover pretty quick, fortunately. Hmm. Sounds good. I didn't really have gingerbread at all growing up, but having had it now as what I'm told is an adult, don't feel like one. It is actually really good. Like growing up, all we would ever really have is just like chocolate chip cookies and then the occasional sugar cookie because my mom just does not like cookies. She's a cakes and pie person. But yeah, gingerbread is good. I think I like snickerdoodles better, but gingerbread is good. Hmm. New cornea. Ouch. Did you tear it or something? Okay, herpes on your eye. Still, ouch. Also a little bit EU. No offense, but EU. Hmm. Okay. There's lots of diseases that you think of belonging in one place, but can happen just about anywhere, really. And yeah, I'm assuming it's like your eyelids or something, and it just spread enough to your eye to cause damage and need surgery anyways. It's a good thing I'm not eating. Mm, what latest theory about SpongeBob? I also should preface with I didn't really watch SpongeBob growing up. Like I'd occasionally watch an episode or two with friends, but that's about it. So I don't know like anything about SpongeBob.
Hi.
Oh, that one. Yeah. God, I hope it's an awful world we live in. Yeah, it's because the more outlandish something is, the more people will click on it, either out of curiosity or anger, and then that gets you engagement. That equals money. Also, don't stare at the sun like this. Like, I joke around a lot with the whole Like anytime I say theory about, well, when I say theory about a video game, I have to say that's just a theory. Yeah, and cut myself off. I do that as a joke. I mean, I haven't really cared about too much about that channel since they strayed. Like once the other sister channels started popping up, I kind of miss when it was a channel more dedicated to, hmm, yeah. But as I was saying, I miss when the channels were more dedicated to science than
Hey there.
lore with games. But that's just me. Granted, even then he came up with the, yeah, Steven Hillenberg. Yeah, that's an old one that's been floating around because was it the Bikini Atoll was a real world nuclear test site. Explosive's not high enough. Only one that trap in this game. Yep. I think that's also part of the original inspiration for like OG Godzilla is those tests. All right, I think we need to change our topic of conversation because things are getting pretty dark. Right? Still not wearing armor. I think I'm gonna just suck it up and deal with the movement speed penalty for wearing armor all the time. Yes. So I'll show you after this fight, but yes, there's a way to check your challenge progress. It's not the most intuitive and it's a little bit of information overload, but you can check it. Alright, so in your Pip-Boy under data, then it's, where is it? It's MISC, and then you go into challenges. And then it'll show you all the challenges you have access to, as well as your um fake drugs kill a bear. Not quite. The best quote in Fallout comes from Fantastic, and it's they were going door to door asking people if they knew anything about theoretical physics. Yeah, so I told them I had a theoretical degree in physics. They said, "Welcome aboard." Yeah. Fantastic is an awful person, but he has some great lines. So yeah, under challenges, then you can change challenge types, kill, damage, other. Technically, I don't think it shows you all of them. Like you have to, for some of them, you have to start the first little bit of them, but other ones, but most of them should show up right away. That's under MISC, under data, in your Pip-Boy. No, most of them don't give perks, they just give extra experience. And there's a couple of achievements tied to completing certain um challenges. Most of the ones that are tied to achievements are the ones marked as GRA because they're part of one of the DLCs, the Gunrunner's Arsenal. Nope, mostly just experience, which can come in handy if you're trying to level up. Most of the time I take the skilled trait because it's the best trait, but okay, need to not attack his head. Yeah, not a good guy. So, if you ever want things to be a little bit easier killing him, there's actually two different things you can do. First, which is what I did, is you can kill this Brahmin named Queenie. That makes him go crazy and attack everyone around him, so all the other fiends in the area will help soften him up, possibly even kill him. Or you. No. It might be one of the other ones, but one of the other ones you can also get first recon to back you up on killing them. I don't remember if it's Cook or the driver that you can do that with. Well, I've already got one head. What's another? There it is. I'm sorry, dogs. They're evil dogs, so it's fine. Um, So you don't have to take it all the way to him, to his wife. I'll show you once I actually get close to a corpse. Like you have to carry it a little ways, unfortunately, but you just drag it like any other object in the game and get it close to certain other NCR troopers in the area, and then they'll take it from there. Yep. Slowly walk it there. You don't have to walk it all the way back to the airport. There's just NCR troops. They're nearby. Ooh, I am almost dead. You do have to drag it a significant way, and also you don't really get anything fancy from doing it. So, like, I don't think you even really get experience. You mostly get like NCR fame or something like that. So, up to you if you do not want to do it. Yeah, it's not really worth doing. Like, maybe do it once for the novelty of it, but you do not need to actually do it for anything special. Okay. I need to get more healing items. Nice, shot the van 3 times. Yeah, that seems to be the common consensus of most people that play this. Consensus, not consent. Yummy, yummy human flesh. Yeah, you just hold Z and just drag the corpse around. So it is slow. You can kind of throw it to make it go faster, but again, it's not really worth it. Yeah, I think part of it's also the funny ha-has of, oh yeah, you're so lucky you won the lottery, and then died 20 minutes later. Chances map. Drawn by the chance of like the knife. And it's supposed to be a map of the area. Drawn and was drawn in a companion comic to the game when it was first. It's a reference to a companion comic done with the first release of the game. I think it was called like All Roads or something like that. Yeah, it is pretty pitiful. do have to be careful. Deathclaws can wander the kind of over here, but if you're interested in an unarmed weapon, there's a unique one in that town there called Love and Hate. That's a unique spiked knuckles. Not bad, but also not great. There's definitely better unarmed weapons out there. Take a sip. It is one of the better unique weapons in the game, yes. One of the best melee weapons in the game, too. Okay, I need to fix my arm so I can actually shoot straight. Bug stopper. Oh, I was needing some more healing supplies. Thanks for volunteering. Crap. There are some people that like the NCR, granted most of that's just for the look. Not a lot of people like the Legion. Myself included, I do not really like the Legion. Like, the Legate has really cool armor, and that's like their best thing. Okay, where's the rest of the meat I just made? God damn, there's still one left. Shame that they charge head forward at everything so that their heads have a nasty habit of exploding. Uh, I don't know. Also, are we sure that spit? It looks very brown and sticky. Rifle's not looking too good. But there's probably like just enough space in between all their tongues to be able to like basically make a tube for it to spray out of, would be my guess. Or it could be that they're like getting it all in a big lump in their mouth and then using their tongues to throw it. I'm getting sick of all these mantises. Alright. Also, I don't think this is the way to the Great Khans. Yeah, I mean, if you look like that, you'd look pretty distressed too. Oh, not, no, no, not that way. Shit. Yeah, giant insects a long time ago. Back when there was more oxygen in the air, which would allow for insects to grow that large. I took a wrong turn. Seeing Cazadors, you went the wrong way. Because it's K them or be K'd by them. And I'm not about to give them satisfaction. I didn't overshoot it. Oh yeah, this is the wrong way again. I always miss the canyon right there. It's obnoxious, but you just get Because I usually come in through the air. So I come in looking right there. I usually go for the bighorners because bighorner meat is good when it's cooked. And so I usually miss the big hole in the wall. Really good trader down here, but you have to be friendly with the Great Khans to access them, and I don't think I'm friendly enough with them at the
They tell
moment.
me I'm supposed to sell you.
Oh, yeah, I am. Yes, please. Like, look at all that ammo. One of the, like, it's the second best ammo shop in the game, I think. Only worse than the guy in the Hoover Dam, whose name slips my mind at the moment. Let's get all your AP, all your hollow points, and all your regular, please. You can take this and this and this and this. Which also reminds me, do you have any varmint rifles? You do not. Okay, so I'm gonna actually hold on to that because I think I'm getting close to the what you call it, jury rigger perk. I could get the combat armor to fix up mine, and I can also then offload more garbage.
Thanks.
Okay, and then we'll go ahead and use this. Down. Scrap metal to lead. Make our match loads. And now I think we are out of casings, probably. Nope, primer. Hmm. Small rifle. Oh well. After I get done over here, I'll probably travel to Mojave Outpost to get my gun fixed, since it's seen better days. Excuse me.
Hey.
Rock Canyon. Where do you climb? I think here. So I'm planning on having the Great Khans just leave instead of participating in the fight. So to do that, first gotta get them to not work with Caesar anymore. Carl ain't
The runners are
there.
saying that the NCR is sending in their elite shock troops to try and push back the Legion.
Hey, Carl. Raycons. Oh, no, the great cons. Oh, it could be worse. They could be advertising fucking Beats by Dre. So steal
Seems
his
like everybody wants to become
journal,
a hobbyist
Yeah.
gearing up for something
and
big.
we're gonna need to
Soon
wait
Caesar will
for
send in his best troops from the Arizona campaign. The
Papacon
NCR.
to wake up. Let's actually try to find a bed so I can heal. I mean, if they're advertising anything, it's not going to be headphones. It's gonna be drugs. I don't really care for any of that. And I can use this bed, so we'll wait 4 hours. I should give Papacon enough time to wake up.
Soon Caesar will send in his best troops from the Arizona campaign. The NCR won't know what hit him.
Yeah, excuse me.
Morning.
Stranger, you've stood by us when not many would.
Vape substitutes, yeah. I mean, vaping also sucks in the first place.
Caesar's veterans will arrive.
Hmm.
I like you, stranger. You've stood by us when not many would.
Where is your father? There's Regis. There's Carl. You know, I could have sworn this made them angry. Sitting in the fancy chair made out of a tire and some hockey sticks
I like you, stranger.
and
You've
a
stood by us when
wheel,
not many would.
but nah.
What?
Where is Papa Smurf? I mean, Papa Con. Um, there, I think with the GRA, there are some that kind of fit. Let's see. That could fit. Not that one. They fit toward, they count as abominations, I'm pretty sure, so Katan's dynamite, machetes, throwing spears, throwing knives, and throwing hatchets apply to You Don't Belong in This World, a reference to Castlevania, Symphony of the Night, which I have never played. Maybe I'll try that sometime. But yeah,
I like you, stranger.
T to wait for sure 4 hours. Maybe he's Papa Khan's more of a crack a noon kind of guy.
You've stood by us when not many would.
There you are, you lazy. Okay, there's Carl. There's Papa Khan.
So the cub enters the wolf's.
You tell me about your people? It's horrible. Break their alliance. Do you really think Caesar is going to restore your tribe? You made slaves.
I won't.
I don't have the
Greetings in the name
speech
of
to be able to rage bait him into that.
I heard you try to convince.
What is it you have in
You want to
mind?
convince Papa. He's fixated on.
What do I do?
Papa can be a stubborn man.
Get
If
some
you can
more
convince him.
people. It's then, yeah. I'll see what I can do to convince everyone. Keep that in mind. Oh my papa.
Seems like everybody with a stake in the...
What more do you want?
Yeah, I don't have
Mojave
nearly
is
enough
gearing up
speech to
for
be able to
something
get
big.
that. Oh, wait, I can just bring him the journal now. Never mind. I don't need to rage bait him.
You've been doing good things. Let me see that.
Great Khans, drive Caesar's dog out of our camp. If he's too slow to flee, kill him.
Bye, Carl. By that he meant have him teleport out of the camp, apparently.
I'm beginning to hear troubling rumors.
Yeah, I don't
Huh?
care if they participate in the fight, I just don't want them on Legion side. And also working for Jack and Diane. It's pretty good. So I'm gonna mark their location. Then I'm probably gonna leave the Great Khans for a while until I can get, I think it's science for those two, and then just get a lot more sneak so I can get past the Death Claws to get to Melissa. Okay. And as I had said, Mojave Outpost. I need my gun fixed. I need it fixed bad.
Been doing a lot of good work.
And I'm not going to have that fixed because it costs way too much. Same with that. They're good enough. As is. Excuse me.
Hello.
Hi.
Background?
Trade. Do you have my Extendomax? Of course not. Well, can offload more garbage here. Also, bootlicker wasn't much of a, like, I'm sure it existed, but it wasn't a huge, widespread insult back when this was made. God, it's almost 20 years old. Okay, so that's two of the paladins. started work on the Great Khans. We'll need boomers. We did enough with Caesars. I guess there's always the uh, casinos, but no.
Hello.
You're back.
Okay, more endurance so that I can get more plants. And I don't think I can afford. Oh, no, no, no. Do not gun.
You're back.
I don't think I can
All
afford
right.
extra luck, but I would like
If
extra luck.
have a seat.
I can't afford it. I'm probably broke now, but alright, we need to be heading northeast. Okay, so going up here, we'll get the last Brotherhood Scout. Well, last Paladin. I'm gonna have to do vault diving soon. Should have talked to Diane about that while I was there, but oh well. Is this Raoul Shack or Fields Shack? I can never remember. Fields. Should be able to do most
Whoa
of the
there,
stuff for the boomers. Going on past sign, way to get past. Wager. Now have 300 caps, so darn. In which case, and hey, I leveled up. Okay, let's put some points into medicine, since I know you need a decent amount for extra boomer fame. So I don't think I've been collecting missiles to be able to just feed Raquel's addiction. It's funny, if you walk just right, well, if you travel here just right, you can get Victor to wander into the firing range, and he just sort of gets blasted all over.
But I had you zeroed in. Move a muscle now and I'll blow.
Move this along.
I'll take this from here. I'm Raquel.
Alright, lead away.
Welcome.
Didn't exactly roll
Those
over, I'm afraid. Carpet. Where do I start? Hey. Damn it, Raquel.
Mother Pearl's instructions are clear. These they
Okay. Is the medical? Nope, that's school. That's medical.
I know Mother Pearl is letting you.
My ways to make myself useful. I have some medical knowledge, I can help. Oh, there's a low intelligence check in here, but you also need decent luck. So we got 44, so we can treat that.
Excellent treatment. I hadn't thought of that.
Okay, 60 medicine. I do not have that, and I can't boost up to that. I can boost up to that. I have the book. Today's physician I do not have, so just gonna be treating the one guy. For now. What's house? Dean's Electronics, thank you. Missiles for Raquel. Combat armor for me. And then you could also get a firing pin for a howitzer, but you only need that. Well, you don't even need it, but you can use it to get favor with the Legion, and that's it. That might be in here. Yeah, howitzer firing mechanism. It's a part of the Legion side quest, but I'm not siding with them, so I'm not giving them artillery. Boomer Museum, take the tour, answer questions. Also, there's a snow globe in here
You're
somewhere.
the outsider.
Know about your people. Sure, I can spare the time. I'm probably uh, gonna take a minute while he goes and does his little
Ages ago,
tour.
long before
I'm
our
just
world,
gonna run to the
we
bathroom
lived
real
underground.
quick.
Everyone had guns.
So I'll be right
but the
back.
overseer wouldn't let us explode anything, not even a hand grenade. We left and wandered the wastes. There were with knives. We blew them up with frag mines and grenades, burned them with flamethrowers. It was neat, but there was a downside. For every 43.6 savages we killed, we lost one of our own. We needed a new home. We needed Nellis. Here we have prospered and multiplied. Here our mighty guns destroy any savages who might try to harm us before they can even reach our gates. Well, until... But... Not saying you want to harm us or you're a savage, but anyways. Nellis has revealed many secrets. It has taught us how to fly the bombers once based here, and it has taught us where to find one. And that is our story so far. For this last image is our future. To restore the bomber, to fly the open skies in armored safety, raining high explosive ordnance upon ignorant savages. this is our destiny. I'm pleased that you listened to the entire story. Perhaps there are details you'd like to know more about. Let me know.
Perfect timing. Anyways,
Now that you know the story of our people,
so if you answer respectfully, you get a little bit of fame. If you complete the skill, excuse me, complete the skill check, you get a little bit more fame.
and at Nellis, and if
But it's basically free, so
that's right. And if in anything else,
yeah. Sniper. Outsiders learning to fly. Attach ballast to the plane. All here for
yes,
repairs.
in fact,
Yep. Okay. So it helps out. It also cuts out some of the side missions you could do instead. I know my science is going to be too low to get the ant kill switch from Loyal, but I can at least still go talk to him. So I can get the mission to fix the solar panels, which I should have high
I
enough
hope
to
Pearl knows what.
fix.
What is it, outsider? If that.
Okay, and then you. I hope I don't need to do his quest. But I guess I will if I absolutely need to.
Hey,
I can't remember where it is. Alrighty. Got missiles that we can feed to Raquel. This isn't enough for our reputation. If the ants and repairing the generators isn't enough. I really hope I don't have to do Jack's quest. Usually I have my medicine high enough to actually treat all three of the patients when I come here, instead of just the one. Come on, get up. Thank you. So for this, you can either get parts from the Helios 1 solar station, or just have a really high repair and fix it without parts. There's a handful that you have to do, and there's no difference in outcome if you use parts or not. So solar panels are all fixed. So now you can talk to Loyal about it. Switch over to ants. we should be good to use hollow points on them. Okay, Boomer. The assault. Oh, marksman carbine. I prefer the assault carbine. I just really love that weapon for whatever reason. The assault carbine. It's not the greatest weapon in the game. I just really like it for some reason. It's very simple, very straightforward. In fact, I did a run with just the assault carbine before. I don't remember who I sided with it in it. Back to that. Also good loot over there in form of ammo mostly, but good loot either way. Unique grenade launcher, thump thump. If you had the sonic emitter, you put it right here. If I had one. So this is where I'd put my sonic emitter. If I had one. Don't know where the ants are. Okay. I think Jack said he wanted scrap metal, so I'll also pick up some of that for extra assistance if I still end up needing it. So you have to be idolized by the boomers to get them on your side. I think it's the only check like that in the game, but they're pretty easy to get on your side. Don't know where all the freaking ants are. More missiles, and a mini nuke. When I said mostly ammo, I meant like exclusively ammo. little bit faster, please. These ants do explode if you kill them with fire or explosive damage, but or energy weapons also do it, I think. But just regular guns or hitting them works fine. No explosions. And if they're down in the main room, it makes a giant explosion because all the other explosives around here. I swear you guys were not out when I was first coming through here. Okay, head back up. Looks like there's more ants up there now. Oh, and also this guy. Probably switch off of hollow points. Just switch over to regular and got a pretty nice amount in the backup. Not intentional. I don't remember for sure if you need to kill all the ants, but considering there's quest markers pointing at them, I'm gonna assume yes. And they're back downstairs again. Yep. Oh shit. That did a lot less fall damage than I thought it would. There's still some left. This is why I use the sonic emitter most of the time. If you had the entomologist perk, I think it would also cover the speech check, but I don't. Otherwise, it's science or I think just regular speech also works too. And it'll take forever to walk back there, so shoot.
Hey.
Yay. Also need to find Loyal and talk to him.
I see the power's back on.
Yep,
Maybe.
safe to go down there. Light.
What is it, outsider? The next
Anything
time you
else? Will do. Have some missiles. Here, have 10. More. One more. Another one. Another one. Out of ammo. Sorry. Oh, I guess that's high enough. Speaking of high enough. Oh, come on. I just want to push you off the crate you're standing. Damn it, she sat down. There's also some stuff you can do with the kids
Hi.
to get more respect, but just saying that kind of feels dirty. And if you're not careful, you can actually lose fame by talking to the kids wrong, which is a funny touch. I could have just waited until after I talked to Pearl to talk to Loyal at this rate, but oh well, we're here.
Evening. Hey there.
Just one. That's all for now. Goodbye.
Hello, outsider.
Paired solar rays.
Where?
There we go. Idolized. Wait a minute. Do you not need idolized to do their quest? Do you only need light? Hmm.
You have done well.
I think I've done everything I can. Talk to Loyal again. That's why I should just wait for Loyal. Then I don't have the science to get the rebreather for free, which is a shame because I like the rebreather. It's just free DR basically. That's another interesting thing about it, is that it gives you DR instead of DT, I think. And I'm not going to go hunting down pressure cooker or whatever it is that Jack wants for it.
Pearl sent word.
It's really creepy, Loyal. Yeah, I did get there without drowning. Yeah, talk to Jack. He's cooking something, so to speak. If you got high enough science, you can get it for free. So yeah, you need a pressure cooker, which isn't hard to find, but I'm not going to go out of my way. I think I'm just going to swim. But before I leave, I do need to get the other Brotherhood corpse while I'm here. Let's see. Never remember where it is without the quest marker pointing directly at it. But let's see if there's a first time for everything. Nope. Here's one of them. And it's the important one. How much am I over by? 2 pounds. Alright. Gunrunners should have restocked by now. Maybe they'll have my stendo mags. If not, they can get some of this garbage off me.
Welcome, sir or ma'am.
Oh, just another silencer, and we cannot silence it a second time. Do need small rifle primers. And rifle powder. Take the hollow points and the AP. And what the heck, we'll take the standard as well. NASCAR. Marksman shotgun. Thump thump. Power armor. Yeah, we'll call that good. Right. Actually make the ammo now. Now what are we out of? Primers again. Okay. I do need to go here at some point, so I guess that's where we'll go. How much garbage am I carrying? A lot. Go there and walk the rest of the way. It is after midnight, so I'm gonna do just a little bit more before I turn in for the night. Weren't you complaining about Vault 34 last night? Well, not last night, last time. Yeah, despite them saying they're blind, they still have ridiculous perception, so even just trying to sneak past them is hard. Hmm. Well, one thing you can take advantage of if you're using a ranged build is that there are no creatures in this game that can jump. So if you can get up on a ledge, kind of like I am, and get out of their reach, they can't touch you. They might run away and try to get out of your line of sight, but they will not be able to attack you if you get up out of the reach. It's a little bit harder with Deathclaws due to just how big they are and also how fast they are. But a sufficiently large rock should be able to get you to where you'd be safe. Yeah. Or he could also just be caught on a piece of geometry because New Vegas AI is not good AI. It's probably trying and failing to path to you. Probably shouldn't be coming in with radiation poisoning this high, but oh well. Okay, do science for drugs, so sure. You know what? I am gonna see how much Jack needs. Jack, not Boomer. Jack. Great cons, Jack. Nah. Not gonna bother with science. Just keep dumping into guns and sneak. So let's get guns up to 75, the rest to sneak, so we can continue our stealth archer build. Well, silent running, no thank you. Alright, now that we've got it, got a free perk to spend, we're going with Radchild. And that's why I hadn't bothered curing my radiation poisoning, because now I have regeneration based off of my radiation poisoning. probably am going to want to take some Radix. Probably my one thing of Radaway too. Yeah, probably combination of bad AI and also, yes, I need. So since I know what quests are going to ask for because I've done so many of them so many times, I know that one of the Brotherhood of Steel's quests does send you in here if you don't choose to eliminate them or change their leadership, which I always struggle to do because the one of the quests involved with that is just forked. What was I saying besides that? Yeah, combination bad AI and pathing, and also just poor level geometry, so he might be stuck inside of something just enough to hold him still. Okay, that one actually has armor. Good job. They're not bad once you sort of figure out how their AI tries to work, but they're still nowhere near as much of a joke as Fallout 4's Deathclaws are. Oh, when you came in here, did you get the two unique weapons that are in here? There's the pulse gun, which is part of a companion quest, but you can also actually use it as a gun. And then there's also the All-American, which is a unique variant of the marksman rifle. That's alright. Harper's Shack? I don't know. I don't know every single thing about the game. I know a lot about the game, don't get me wrong. But I don't think so. I think the closest things to there are Deathclaws or Cazadors. I do need to be quick going through here because I do not have any more radiation reduction and Cazadors, the Hawkmoths, the really fast bugs. Well, bright side, armor and health regen is good enough that they can't really hurt me. Uh, Downside is I can't reduce my radiation at all, so if I'm in here too long, I'm gonna just fucking die. This would have been a good time to have a rebreather. Yep. Ooh, 10 millimeter. Alright. I need to look at where the uh, parts are. The thing that I'm here for. It's God damn it, this isn't one of the ones I need to go into, I don't think. No, not 21. 22. Is that the one I was thinking of? Yeah, I did not need to come into here. Varmint Rifle. Can if you want. Remember, it is not a good weapon. Even if you spec into it. It's an early game weapon that you should replace by like level 6 or something. Anyways, since I don't need to be in here at all, actually, I'm gonna go. I knew 2 of the vaults I needed to be in. I needed to loot, but I thought this was the 3rd. It's not. The level you're at, if you're wanting to use a bolt action rifle, just for the feel of it, you're probably around the level you could start finding hunting rifles, which are going to be basically the same but stronger. I don't think it doesn't have the same attachments, It might have a silencer, I don't remember, but it's also going to be a lot stronger. Okay. Well, let's go get the bomber, since we just wasted all our time in there. Be careful on your way to go get the bomber, as there's a lot of cazadors around Lake Mead. You know, could get my radiation fixed, but now I'm at maximum regen with, excuse me, with Radchild, so I should be fine. What are the negative effects from? Let's do strength -2. That's a bit annoying though, because I had exactly enough strength to be able to use my gun properly, so I am now too weak to wield it. Yeah. Is this far enough yet? Not quite. Nice relaxing swim to a plane. Oh, fun fact. Did you know there are more planes in the ocean than there are submarines in the sky? Only slightly drowned. Okay, now we got him attached. So we swim back for shore, and then we can bring the boat back up. Boat, airplane. But what is an airplane but a skyboat? Unfortunately, I do have to switch off my rifle for a second, but this isn't even a weapon, because all it does is, come on. If I had better rendering distance, it would just make the plane pop up into out of, there it is. But garbage rendering distance for a garbage computer. Anyways, Yep, they're fucking everywhere. Now, we'll save turning that in until we've got... Technically, there are some that will shoot back, and they usually shoot back with some strong stuff, but yeah, it's a good thing they specialize
You're not one of my regulars.
in melee.
I haven't.
Yep, I'll find some. Do on here. You sell to. Find work. Sure.
Whoa, new guy. Dude, wait.
Goodbye. Especially the assassins will start carrying around, like, they're really fond of things chambered in 44, so I think that's the 44 Magnum and then brush guns at higher levels. But anyways, we need to go to Cottonwood Cove real quick. To free the guy I wanted to free earlier, but no, I didn't have the quest, so I couldn't do it. Well, let's get you down from there. Shunk.
Thanks for getting me down from that cross.
Okay. That's that. Back to the drug lab.
Anders told me what happened.
I'll take the recipe.
Here you go.
Turbo.
With Anders out of commission for... We've got an associate in the Crimson...
Sure, I'll do it.
Great.
Mildly suspicious package. Crimson Carablind. Will they have our extendo mags? Probably not. I will honestly be surprised if I ever find them before the run is done.
I've heard the Legion's planning to unleash their best men against us.
Hey there.
Can do. Yep. No extendo mags. I'll probably finish this quest out and then probably call it there.
You like the sight of your own blood?
Not particularly, do you?
I'm hit. I'm hit.
Right. I'm too irradiated to be able to get my third shot off. I'm so used to being able to shoot 3 times in bats, but since I'm suffering from such severe radiation poisoning, I do not have the action points anymore to do that. Hostile letter.
McLavity's a
Hey,
hard boss, but
Donnie,
he knows
I
what he's
got a
doing.
package for you.
Hello there, Buck. Huh?
Then we zoom on back to Jack and Diane. My back hurts. Blue death claws? What do you mean blind death claws?
Good to see you again.
I could not tell you other
Been
than
hearing a lot
they
of good
haven't
things of you.
actually seen you.
What's up? Don't worry, Jack.
Okay, just Prince of Caravan run.
Yeah, you did.
What do you got?
I've got. Don't get caught. Here's the package.
See you later. Huh. The color blue. That is probably just a glitch. I don't think there are any blue death claws in this game. Like, 99% sure there's no blue death claws in this game. I'm gonna wear my Great Khan disguise before going into Vault 3. I need to just stick with my regular armor until I actually get to Vault 3 though. I do not know a lot. I played it when it first came out in 2009 and have played a run, at least one run, every 2-3 years since then, with several more when it was still new. Oh, it's fire geckos. Yeah, that makes more sense. They're like blue or pink, depending on the angle you look at them. Yeah, when this first came out, I played through it probably dozens of times almost. And then since then, I've done, like I said, at least one run every 2-3 years. Usually more than that, though. This, I think, is where the driver is.
You like the sight of your own blood? You like
Oh, do be careful about the fire geckos. They're not just called that because they look fire. They do breathe fire. And for whatever reason are classified as the game by the game as abominations instead of mutated animals like all the other geckos. I do have a Switch. I don't have any way to stream from it, but I have one. Even got a Switch 2 as a graduation present a few months ago. Oh, never mind, this is where I killed Cook Cook. I thought this was where the driver was. Oh wait, I can cook. When I graduated from college. With my degree. Mm. Just a bachelor's, not a... Can you down to the fort? No. Like down in Cottonwood Cove, all that's in there is legionaries. Um, there's not a ton of areas with super mutants. Give me just a second, I can point them out on the map. Okay. So, there's Black Mountain, obviously, this is going to be the biggest area of super mutants and centaurs. There will be a few places around Black Mountain that have them, but that's about it. Then there are a bunch of friendly super mutants. Yes, I'm not joking. Friendly super mutants up here. And then there's a couple of random, like singular super mutants. Like there's one up at a ranch here, one outside of Novak. But super mutants are not very common in this game. Not like Fallout 3 where they're like 40% of what you're fighting. I did not need the hat. Armor's in good enough condition still, I don't need to repair it yet. Take the rebound.
You like the sight of your own.
Okay. One of these days I think I'm gonna try using just the laser RCW. It's a fun little gun that I don't use very often. I do not need a knife. It's not cell worth enough to be looted. Okay, probably is the ones over there that saw me. Hmm. I don't get why there's challenges for finding the individual vaults. But anyways, before we go in here, we need to change into the con armor, so we're disguised, so we don't have to fight every single person in here. Yeah,
This is what I've been
it's
waiting to
good.
see.
Is your boss? Well, no, you're hitting me up for freebies.
Motor runners down in the maintenance. I was just kidding about. We have a con coming through to see the boss. Don't shoot at him.
You can get some decent loot in here. Also, if you're good enough at stealth stealth crits, you can kill them all stealth real easy. But oh. Right. Where is it? No, it's not in here. I remember where it is now. There's Motor Runner and his dogs.
Supplies so soon.
Got a package from Jack and Diane.
About goddamn time. Tell the cons they can't keep us down.
Okay. Then in one of these, there we go. Reverse pulse cleaner. That's another thing I was here for. I won't say no to that stuff. Anyways, we're gonna get into a hidey hole. Take some psycho. Repair the gun a little bit. Boost my gun skill for a little bit. Eat some steak so I'm strong enough to hold my fucking gun. And while we're hidden, one down. Two down. And because we're doing it from stealth, they couldn't care less. Switch over to our match rounds. There. Motor Runner is dead. You can take his helmet as it counts as a quest item, so you can hold on to it. It's weightless, and you can even take it into Dead Money with you, so you always have some head protection. But also you can turn it into someone at Camp McCarran for a reward. Also, if I had the time and skills on my character, I could also save some slaves and stuff here. But no. Like him. You could have saved him.
Do you like the sight of your own blood?
And then the dumbass got decapitated by a fiend. So why didn't I wear disguise before going into Vault 3 if I'm dealing with fiends inside and outside? The way they put it is the fiends outside aren't in good enough standing, like mentally or just in general, to be on good terms with the cons. So it wouldn't matter. But really, it's just that the ones in Vault 3 are programmed differently than the ones outside of it. A Varmint Rifle. Nice. I might hold on to that for a while. And have it just sit in my back pocket as spare parts. I did not need his stuff, but oh well. Oh, excuse me. What was I getting rid of? Combat knife. Actually, combat knife is worth a lot for its weight. I am 20 pounds over. Get rid of that. And so much for holding on to the Varmint Rifle. Yeah, get rid of his armor. Still enemies nearby. Yes, of course there is. Don't need our match rounds. Oops. Accidentally entered. Opened up the console. he was just standing over the other dead body to loot it, but so that he could use a gun instead of a pool cue. But he was too slow. So, joke's on him. Red Rock Drug Lab. Oh no. Oh, thank God. Popped up as the game not responding for a second, so I thought I was about to crash again. But it's all good. Let's just slowly walk and tell them the good news.
Hey, seems like you've been.
Finish ball free
You
run.
didn't even get skinned alive.
See ya. Jack we can maybe trade with, so I might offload some of this garbage.
How's my most favoritist friend?
Pretty good, thanks.
Oh, you
I'll take the turbo, steady, medics. You can have that. I don't really need the shovel. Oh, also you can have that back. And that you can have that cool grenade too.
pleasure doing business with you.
Ah, still over encumbered by how much? The arena? Oh, yeah. At the fort. It is pretty cool. Yeah. The last round of it, I remember actually almost got me a couple of times until I started just punching instead, since it hits faster than the machete does. And my first time around, I wasn't really expecting to melee or unarmed, so just going for whichever swung fastest was a valid move on my part. Hmm. Guess just eat something to get my weight back down. Don't have any more repairs I can make. That's in very poor condition and not worth a whole lot. I'll just drop it. Okay. Now, we've done that. Then we would need to... Alright. I know I said I'd be done after that one, but I think we'll go finish with the Great Cons in general. Which means something I am probably not ready for. That's weird. What's a fire gecko doing all the way out here? Weird. Hmm. Do fire geckos spawn around here and I'm just not remembering it? I could have sworn they were just the east side of the map, like around Cottonwood Cove. I mean, I'll take the 50 points for killing it. It's a lot better than the lizards I thought I'd be fighting. Speaking of, I'm actually gonna drop a save. Because I'm probably gonna chain die here pretty soon. So we're strolling straight into Deathclaw country. Ninja Stella, the last one in the arena? She sure is. Well, yes and no. There is another fight you can do. Actually, another 2 fights you can do. Hey, how's it going? So one is you can, since you let Benny get away, one of the ways you can choose to deal with him is fighting him in the arena. And you can also choose to fight the Legion's top dog as part of another quest in the arena. I'm doing pretty good. Other than, yep, there's my heart attack. Okay, since it's still low level Deathclaw, looks like my armor's mostly saving me alongside my regeneration. Hmm. It's not going to hold up against multiple Deathclaws, unfortunately. Alright. Plan Psycho, I guess. One down. Also, we're going to switch up to our hand loads. Okay. Sure, extra crit chance and turbo. Okay. Medics. Combat armor is still holding up. Come on. Okay, we do need to be using armor piercing against these guys. Right. They've not gotten far enough away. I'm still in danger. Oh, but they wandered close enough to some other fiends. Okay. We're out of danger. Not quite caution. And we're back in danger. But looks like there's just one of them this time. Okay, one more shot on that guy and he should be dead. Nothing on him. And they found their way back. Ooh, I think that one might be an actual, yeah, that's a full-size death claw, not a young one. They got their older brother to come bail them out. And that's why I'm dying. More psycho, please. And medics, because it's probably about to wear off too. Yeah, I'm addicted to psycho. Cool. Can't see shit. Okay, big one's almost dead. Come on. I'm off my fancy rock. And you guys. Another one. Fantastic. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's the dangerous one down. Okay, down to just one, and I've got the armor and regen to outlast it. And then my arms and crap are gonna break. Alrighty. Now, what's broken? My actual armor. I think I've been carrying that around. Thankfully, Melissa doesn't need any more convincing to not support Legion than you just making it through Deathclaw Country to come talk to her.
That's close enough. You can ask, but why would... What? No, he... What do you mean aren't allowed to serve? Why would he
Also, I
lie
don't
like
know
this?
how someone with an Australian accent is in Nevada post-war.
That lying little weasel. I almost fell for it too. All right, you've got a deal. You can tell Papa I won't support an alliance. But
And you can also do a job for her, but no. Also, I'll take the Hydra, thank you. And that down there is Quarry Junction, full of some of the stronger Deathclaws in the games. In the game, not the strongest. That's the legendary Deathclaw, and it's in Deadwind Cavern, I think, is the name of the cave. And no, I'm not going there. Show location. Yeah, psycho withdrawal. I need to stop in it somewhere.
All four of my most trusted advisors have told me we should break up.
Break their alliance.
But I want to leave a legacy. Tell me then. The followers of the...
Until
Follows the Apocalypse, since I haven't bothered to level speech at all. Talking things out is for nerds. Free side. And while I'm here, I'm also gonna get my addiction cured. Actually, also come to think of it,
Welcome back.
where's this part of your special? It is not. Thank you. I'll explain it in just a second what it is after I've offloaded some garbage.
Thanks.
So, the Naughty Nightwear is this nice set of leopard print pajamas that gives you plus 10 speech and plus 1 luck while you're wearing it. One of only 2 pieces of equipment in the entire game that gives you luck while worn. And the other you have to kind of side with the Legion to get. Granted, the other one's a pair of lucky shades, so you can wear it with actual armor. I think with this and the implant, my luck is all the way up to 10, which means we're now good to go gambling. So that might be the last thing I do is go gambling for a bit to get the rest of the money I'll need for the rest of the run. Not that I even need much, because my endurance isn't high enough to get every single implant that I would want. So, anyways,
Are you here to drop off
Inspire the Great Khans.
The great... Yes, some years back we talked... I was never...
Where can I find Ezekiel?
He rarely stops...
Yeah. Who is Ezekiel? Why is Ezekiel? Need medical services? Chem problem? 50 caps. I could get rid of my crippling radiation poisoning,
Anything else?
but then I'd also get rid of my healing factor. Goodbye. Ooh, 1A trading post. Maybe the guy here has my extendo mags I can continue to dream about.
Still making a nuisance?
Nope. I'm never going to get the extendo mags. Let's get, since we just used all our armor piercing, start refilling it. Melody's Bear, you can buy Antony's dogs in the arena, yeah. Oh, and then I think, so yeah, I guess there are 3 extra encounters. Or I might have had the 2 dog encounters mixed up.
Give me a shout if you need anything else. Business has been brisk. Something big's coming. I can feel it. You look like someone with a question. There.
Fascinating. Please continue. I'd love to hear your dissertation, but hurry. Pretty horsies. I'm sure that's exactly what the macho, badass, great cons want to hear about is pretty horsies.
Papa says.
It's always a pleasure to see you.
Want to see what your tribe could be? Read about the Mongol Empire.
This is exactly the... We'll begin readying the camp to move. As soon as Caesar...
That sounds wise. Wish you the
If you
best.
should ever tire wandering alone, seek us out.
So now they're gonna fuck off when the war breaks out. What am I gonna put points into? Keep putting into sneak and guns, I suppose. Actually, just guns. Because we're past the point where you would normally stop using a Varmint Rifle, so it's going to start falling off very fast. Very hard, very fast. I am not going to go gambling tonight. It is already after 1. So that'll be one of the first things I might do next time, which should be tomorrow. But until then, no gambling. Is there anything else I can do really quick? Guess we can go get my gun fixed, so I don't forget. That is one good thing about using such a low tier weapon, is that it is super cheap to get fixed.
The Ranger vet. Been doing a lot of good work out there.
So unlike my armor, which is not super cheap to get fixed.
That's are on their way from Baja. Never.
Okay, and I think that is it for realsies this time. Like, Vault 19, nope, that's not the one I need to go to. I need to, so we went to Vault 3, then I know I need 22, which is somewhere around here. And then Vault 11, which I think is along in here. I could go try to find Vault 11 really quick. And then that'll probably be it. I'm not going to run through Vault 11 because I think it's actually one of the longer ones. But I'm going to find it. No problem. It's just nice to, play this once in a while. It's a good game, especially for being as old and, let's be real, crusty as it is. You know, when I unbork my Steam copy of Fallout 3, I really need to play through it. So every time I see the giant ants in these, I just think of that. Since there's the quest Those that has you dealing with the fire-breathing giant ants. But I essentially bricked my copy trying to mod and then unmod the game because I was too stupid to know what I was doing. So that'll be for when I have time and a functioning brain. Excuse me. Alright, Vault 11. I think this rock is fake. Yeah. Anyways, it is 1:15 in the morning. I normally try to stop around midnight, so I need to be stopped before I go till noon. More bugs. Alrighty. Anyways, drop hard save. And that's gonna be it for tonight. So, thanks again for coming by. It's good chatting with y'all again. Uh, yeah, it is. It is past my bedtime. I have to pretend to be a responsible adult now. So, thanks for coming by. Next time will probably be tomorrow. Again, I try to do between 8, I try to start between 8 and 9 p.m. Arizona time. And yeah, thanks for coming by. Till next time, take it easy.